one of the things that happened since our last interview was that Young Buck got in a fight with Little Sodi. Rest in peace.
Rest in
And
peace to the Crip,
I think they were out there in Memphis, or not Memphis, Nashville, when this happened. And one of the things that I was kind of surprised when I seen, I think a lot of people were kind of surprised, is when Young Buck responded to it.
Rest in peace to Lil Sodi, man.
Rest in peace, Little Sodi, for sure, man. What Young Buck said, he said, "Y'all tried to jump me though. I came to show love. This Nashville first and always neighborhood 60." So I think a lot of people were surprised when he put that in the caption of his post.
The only person that wasn't surprised was he himself. We all were surprised. It's behooving. Well, I don't even know if that word is applicable, but it is like flabbergasting that he would feel comfortable not only announcing the event, but classifying himself as a neighborhood Crip is hilarious to me. I know David Brown, a.k.a. Young Buck Jenner, a.k.a. Greg's lover. And I've known him well over the last, what would it be now? Almost 20 years, about 19 years. And prior to him having any affiliation with what he would consider the Rollin 60 neighborhood Crips, his prior affiliation was with the 9-7 East Coasters. And I find it real ironic that when it hit the internet that he and Sodi had that encounter, I hadn't spoke to Sodi in so long that I wasn't even sure that the number that I was about to text was valid. However, I texted him and said, "Please tell me you beat cuz ass." And rest in peace to Young Sodi, Lil Sodi, because his response was, "Damn, Spider, I ain't know nothing about no 6-0 shit. Last thing I remember was 9-7 East Coast." Then he, shout out to Alex Alonso, then he went on Alex Alonso's platform shortly before he passed and said the same thing. So I don't have to really say it for myself because, Young Buck used to claim the hood. I took him to the set with 6 figures worth of jewelry on, and he took the pass to be from the set and then turned around and ran off and claimed another hood, which really indicates that pass he got, we should have robbed him that night when I had him on 97 with all that jewelry on, because now you from another gang. Even though you was just an honorary member, you ranked off. How quick is you gonna run off? That's how easy it take for a nigga to run off. That little bit of pressure. You don't remember this? Me teaching you how to. Remember? On the bus all day, you would just get out the blue like, am I doing it right? Remember? Yeah.
So can you kind of break that down? How did all that come together? And you know what I'm saying? What was all that?
When I met Young Buck, I met Young Buck Jenner through mutual acquaintances. And none of them, outside of my brother, who was the actual person who knew his people, were Crips. His people from Cashville, Nashville, knew my brother and some of our other people from L.A., which caused my brother to travel to Nashville to do his own get down with some of Young Buck's acquaintances. Young Buck was on tour promoting, no, not yet. So I was in Atlanta, Georgia, actually, at the time, doing my own thing, in the midst of a sibling rivalry, as a matter of fact, with Big Spider, my father's son, my brother. We was kind of like on a page, like he was in Nashville, I was in Atlanta, and we was kind of on some like, I'ma show you, nigga, I'm finna be balling. We was on our own 2 little missions. But throughout that process, he used to call me and say shit like this. Like, cuz, I'm in Nashville, this nigga Lil Buck pull up in front of the projects, it's 30 niggas outside. He tell me to get in the 6 deuce, and we pull off. I'm with this nigga every day. Now, at the time, it was G-Unit was the biggest shit on TV. I didn't have a personal interest in G-Unit, but I had a general awareness of their status in the industry. And when he kept telling me this repetitively, it eventually led to me telling my brother, well, cuz, if it's like that, cuz, have cuz call my phone. And my brother, Spider, trying to prove to me it was actually like He said it was. Very shortly thereafter, he had Young Buck on the phone with me telling me shit like this. Man, I'm already with you, homie. Your brother out here getting my hood right. This how Young Buck was on some hood shit. He told me, I'm with you, homie. Your brother out here getting my hood right. So my brother was already telling me some of the events that were going on to make him say something that ignorant to me. When my interest in talking to him is $1 million-billion interest. His introduction to me on the phone to show me he had some respect to me was saying something as insignificant as your brother is getting my hood right. So it just so happened that Young Buck took off on his Straight Outta Cashville tour shortly thereafter, while I was in Atlanta and my brother was in Nashville with some of his affiliates / acquaintances. So while he was on that tour, the G Unit Spinner happened to get taken in Chicago. Shout out to my homie Godfather on my mama. Please ask me about that again later. I need to do some clarification because there's some lies permeating about that story coming from 50 Cent and Tony Yayo right now. But anyway, the G Unit Spinner had gotten taken like 2 days before my brother's affiliates in Nashville came to Atlanta under the guise of Young Buck's tour was headed to Atlanta shortly. I was already there, so they came in anticipation. Buck could be here shortly. Your brother already in Atlanta. We finna go with him. When Buck get to town, we can kick it and hang out. These niggas is trying to prove, my brother trying to prove to me what he been telling me, how tied in he actually is with Young Buck outside of that one phone call. Buck coming to Atlanta, you in Atlanta, Nashville and Atlanta is like Rialto in LA. Watch this, I'm finna pull up. So that was the energy. While that was in play, the chain got taken in Chicago.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.